Shepard. He has it knocked away by Johansson. Ice Bears will try to set something up from beyond their own blue line as they come to the right side. Spinning around, nice play. Here's Bell in on goal, feeds it left side. Kovacic missed it wide to the left on the nice pass from Bell. Comes back to Bell. Bell goes to Johansson rather. Johansson's shot is off the pads of Manquin. Back out to the blue line it comes. Schumacher spins back around, loses his defender. Quick change for Oklahoma. They might have get caught in that change. Schumacher drops it back for Kovacic. He fans on the shot, and it comes away to Westbrook. Westbrook has Wilson wide open on the right side. Westbrook working on Johansson, gets it off, but it's just a little bit wide to the right. Kicks out to the left side on the half board. Rebound shot from way outside. Westbrook almost to the point when he launched a one-timer, and this one is knocked aside easily by Shuck. Comes back out to the red line. Westbrook will pick it up there. Wilson fakes the long drive, goes just inside the blue line, feeds it to O'Day. Off the end of his stick, it comes back to the Ice Bears, and streaking in is Bratton. Bratton with a wrist shot, saved. Rebound is up, loose, bouncing around right in front of Manquin.
We're going to get a penalty.
Nobody could get to it, and we're going to get a penalty as the Ice Bears were trapped down on the ice. Make it 6:58 left here in the third period. A 5-1 Oklahoma lead, and a penalty coming up on O'Day. Makes it power play number 3, I believe, for the Ice Bears. Or is that 4? No, that's 3 because the other one were coincidental.
Well, this will be power play number 3 for the Sooners.
For the Ice Bears.
For the Ice Bears,
yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, should be
power play number 4, actually. If it's for the Ice Bears, it's number 4.
Okay, I was right the second time.
And for folks watching on Web Sports Radio's live TV, we are back. Sorry for that. But there is a timeout that's taken right now. And what you did do was miss a goal.
Yeah, we did kind of recap that a little bit, but just to let you in on it, it happened at 10:30 left in the third period when Wilson got the goal for Oklahoma off a nice assist from Andrew Westbrook, as they pretty much overpowered the Ice Bears in their own zone. And that is your score right now, 5-1.
Well, we apologize, but unfortunately, someone kicked the cord.
Yeah, believe it or not, somebody kicked the plug.
We're going to blame it on that at this point. But we are back on Web Sports Radio's live TV. Folks listening on KBFL, thanks for hanging with us. Dan, thanks for doing a yeoman's job for your first game back in about a year.
You know, whenever that happens, somebody takes a plug out like that, I always think of that guy in Airplane, the movie Airplane, where he pulls it out of the wall and says, just kidding.
Yeah, or when the girl's on the bed and they pull her IV out. Meanwhile, the Ice Bears have a power play. Here's Bratton with it, right dot, high slot. It'll go to Schumacher. He shoots. It's blocked in front. Deflected high. It's 5-1 Oklahoma. Puck is cleared out to center. And the Ice Bears with a lot of room to work this power play for 1:39 left in it. Here's Bratton. He's going to work 4-on-3. And Ice Bears pulled the goaltender. It's an extra man. They have an extra skater with an empty net. Bratton, he lost it. It goes behind the net. Taken by O'Brien. It's cleared to the point. Held in by Schumacher. Ice Bears have pulled the goaltender. Bratton shoots, tip, score! That is a one-man advantage. There's still 1:22 remaining. It was a 5-on-4 goal, but it still is a power play goal. And
I believe it was O'Brien who got the tip. Number 15, Zane O'Brien. I believe he was the one that tipped that one home.
The Ice Bears get one back. And it is Zane O'Brien with the tip. O'Brien should get the goal. It's 5-2. O'Brien with goal number 10 will catch the call from public address announcer Tim Greasy.
Ice Bears goal is scored by number 15, Zane O'Brien. Assisted by number 9, Jordan Bratton. For the Ice Bears, O'Brien from Bratton. Time of the goal, 13:40.
So the Ice Bears now with apparently an additional power play. It's still on, and we're going to get another one. It's an interference call. Missouri State with 5:55 remaining, are going to have another advantage, and they just took the penalty off, so it was 5-on-5. But now they will have another opportunity. This is going to be power play number 5. It's an interference call here in the third period, and it goes against El Casal.
Well, the Ice Bears couldn't ask for more opportunities than what the Sooners are giving them right now. That's for sure. To try to get back in this game. Finally, something for the home fans to cheer about here tonight, as they pretty much suffered through the last 2.5 periods.
Puck comes in right side, and Bratton just fanned on the puck as it was in close. Now a shot in, and it's a save by Manquin. It's cleared. So the Ice Bears get the goal by pulling the goaltender with the man advantage. And Missouri State, I don't think they're going to do it here, but they're going to try to maybe get one quick. Here they come across the line to the Ice Bears. Puck dropped in low. O'Brien had it. Shepard steals it. He can't clear it. But now it is taken and held in nicely by Missouri State. A good opportunity to keep it in by Schumacher. Ice Bears dig it behind the net. Looking is Jordan Bratton. He gets it to Johansson. Now to Schumacher. Power play for 1:16. Missouri State with 5:07 to go in the period. Gets it in front. Tip left side, right side. Oh, what a huge save by Manquin as it came over to Travis Barrett. And Manquin slid across to make the save. Less than 5 minutes to go. 1 minute to go on the power play. The Ice Bears have changed up. And they're looking to take another goal here and maybe come within 2. Coming across the line. Kovacic now to Turin. He shoots and he missed wide. Brown with it. Drops it down in low to Kovacic. He spins around the left faceoff dot. Kovacic down the middle. He shoots. It's partially blocked. Taken away and tipped by Krominga. It's out to center ice. Puck comes to Brown. He'll drive it in low, pick up his own pass. Power play is 31 seconds. Puck is cleared, though, by Krominga. He has done a lot of clearing, and he clears it all the way down.
Yeah, he's taken some penalties tonight, but he's also played some dandy defense for the Sooners.
Here comes Anderson for Missouri State across the line. Anderson with it. Anderson gets pulled out of the play, runs into the goaltender, and now Anderson's trying to get out of the way, and now we have a couple of players wrapping around the legs. Let's see who that is. That's Brown. One of the Sooners wrapped around the legs of Brown. They're trying to break it up. Brown says, hey, I can't go anywhere, and that looks like it might be Lazarek. No, that's not. That's McGinnis. And you know what? They're going to get Brown.
Yeah. He's not sure why. No, I'm not sure why. But they got them both.
Here's the tail end of that play. And, well, yeah, Brown came in with an elbow, so Brown should get a penalty. There's 13 seconds left in Del Casal's penalty.
Well, now you're back in that same position now where you've got a 4-on-3 skate if they do this the same way they did before. And that is the situation that led the Ice Bears pull their goalie and go 5-on-3. So let's see if they try that again for 13 seconds. If these penalties even up here, we're not quite sure they do.
I don't know if they will. There's 2 minutes on the board.
Yep.
And they do. So both 27s in the box.
So you've got the same situation that the Ice Bears scored on before. If you pull your goalie and win, well, first you got to win the draw.
Well, I don't know if you want to do it now because before you had about a minute and a half. Now you have 13 seconds.
Yeah, but that might be enough to overpower them 5-on-3. It's an interesting call right here. Yeah, like you said, there was a lot more time involved the first time around, though. As timeout is taken, and I'm not sure who took it.
I think Missouri State took the timeout prior.
Unless it was time for a media timeout. We got less than 5 to go.
Well,
here.
No media timeouts here. Good shot at our Andy scoreboard. When the Ice Bears score 5 goals, $1 Sunday from Andy's. I've already had one. I know they're good. And I'm still freezing.
31-29 shots on goal have evened up a little bit, still in favor of Oklahoma. But they lead the big board 5-2 right now. 4:07 left in regulation. If Ice Bears are going to make something happen, it's got to happen quick. How's your 3 goals break into 4 minutes? I don't even want to do the math right now. It's one every minute and 30 or something like that.
Yeah, that's pretty much, you got it right. Minute 30.
Minute 25.4, something like that. At any rate,
Alex McGinnis.
Now they're going to send another player to the box.
And 10 minutes misconduct. McGinnis, 2 minutes roughing, 10 minutes misconduct.
Because of the misconduct.
For the Ice Bears, number 27, Chris Brown, 2 minutes roughing, 10 minutes misconduct.
You know, that's uncalled for.
I don't think
uncalled for. Absolutely. Just give them 4 minutes and get them off. That does not, to have 10 minutes on your record like that, absolutely uncalled for. As Turin goes offside.
Well, they didn't want him playing the rest of the game. That's
well,
for sure.
I get that. So with less than 4 minutes, give him a double minor.
Yeah.
And just bring him off. But to do that with less than 4 minutes to go and to have that on their record as...
And that does matter, too.
Well, because it's 12 minutes in penalties, and if you get more than 3 misconducts. Here's Kovacic trying to fire into an empty net. Heiser with a shot, and he just missed wide. It'll go to Anderson on the left side. Here's a shot in, tipped just wide by Turin. It's 5-on-5. It'll be dropped down in low. Kovacic is there. Gets it to Heiser. He kicks it down in low. White can't clear it. Now working it is Westbrook, and it's taken away by De Sousa, and he'll get it out to center ice. The Ice Bears to regroup. Anderson. Now he gets hit with an elbow, and play continues, and Anderson on the ice is still able to steal the puck. He drops it in low, and it'll be covered by Manquin. Boy, did Anderson get hit hard, and he still had the presence of mind to keep the puck within reach.
Yeah, outstanding effort that time.
You got to like what Anderson did, getting hit hard and still able to keep the puck in play. He could have, quite frankly, just given up and said, you know, I'm done with this. But here's McClue. Shepard to win it, but the McClue controls it and sends it to Johansson. A bouncing puck to Gievers, and he can't get it. It'll go to the far side, cleared past Schumacher. This is another icing call.
Ulan can't get to it in time, and they'll bring it all the way back down to this end. 2:57 left in regulation, a 5-2 Sooner lead as Oklahoma, who dropped the game to the Ice Bears on their home ice, try to repay here tonight at Mediacom Ice Park, and the Ice Bears have 3 minutes left to try to keep that from happening.
Gievers comes in. He will try to win the draw from Shepard, and Gievers has it, a backhander missing wide. Now to McClue. 2:51 remaining. Johansson, cross ice, gets it to Schumacher. He shoots in. Gievers save. Gievers was there. The save by Manquin, and it's cleared.
All the way back down for Schumacher, and
another icing.
Another icing call, yeah.
And
31 shots on goal and even up.
This is a positive for Missouri State because Oklahoma cannot change. They've been trying to change, and they can't do it. I guess
if they call a timeout, they can.
We've already had 2 timeouts.
Well, apparently. Now, I'd be very surprised if it was the Ice Bears that called this one, because they knew they had the Sooners with weary legs out there, so it had to have been called by the Sooners.
It had to have been, but we've already had 2 timeouts.
Well, I think one of them was actually a media timeout.
Well, we don't have media timeouts here.
Well, that's weird. Well, apparently one of those timeouts was not a timeout then. It was just the officials trying to decide what they were going to do.
Well, probably, but that seems awfully strange.
At any rate, Oklahoma is going to get benefit of a little bit of rest for those guys. They still can't come off the ice, but at least they got a chance to catch their breath and give their legs a little rest.
No, they are. It's a change.
I didn't think they could. Well. At any rate, the Sooners win the draw.
They'll have control with 2:34. They're going to send it all the way down. This is another icing call.
Yeah, if they called the ice, you're right. If they called the timeout there, then Oklahoma would be allowed to change. So, yep, you're right. Well, in that case, that would be just darn nifty coaching from Peter Arbonitis. Good time to use that timeout.
McClue, he'll come in with Ray Wilson, and it's won by Wilson, taken by Gaddy. I believe it's the first time he's been out, but McClue holds it on the line. He gets pushed from behind, no penalty. Play continues. McClue has it, gets it over to the corner, still keeps it in play, but it's out to center ice. Here's a lead pass. Here's Ray Wilson.
Wilson looking in on the right side, tries to cut to the right. Nice job by Schumacher to corral him and steer him into the corner. Now Wilson falls down, tried to cover the puck, couldn't get it done as McClue came in and jarred it loose. Now he gets into a tangle along the boards, and one of the Ice Bears down on the ice on top of the puck. And play will stop with 2:18 left in regulation. 5-2, Oklahoma with the advantage.
2:11 to go in the third period. 5-2 in favor of Oklahoma. Unfortunately, since we lost our power, the only thing that I can show you is the one goal by Missouri State. And that's really it. That's the only thing I can show you at this point.
Face off to the left of Shuck.
That's this one here, on the one tipped in by Bratton. That's it. That's it.
And here we go, back the other direction. Here's Bratton.
He'll have it across the line and trying to get it in front of Barrett as he dove into the corner.
Oh,
now
big hit
bouncing.
applied, and this is going to be on Bratton. That's maybe a charging call. He came way too late. The puck was well gone from the initial puck carrier.
It's a charge.
Yeah. You don't see those very often, but that one was pretty blatant.
Dan, I'll have to refer to you on total penalties as trying to get us back on the video air. I do not have an accurate count of penalties at all.
I'm not sure I do either, to tell you the truth. I believe that was the 5th penalty for the Ice Bears. And for a total, I'm sorry, 6 penalties for a total of 20 minutes, counting the misconduct. And 7 penalties for a total of 24 minutes for Oklahoma. That's as close as I can get you, my friend.
Well, I wasn't even listening, so it's all good.
Anyway, Oklahoma has the puck and a man advantage here with 1:41 left to go. The time will expire before the penalty does, if nothing else changes. In close, shot saved by Shuck off the pad. Back out top of the slot, a drive that goes up wide. Actually, it's tipped up wide and into the netting. And that'll stop play with 1.5 minutes remaining. Now, I was saying 7 penalties, 24 minutes. Are you listening now? Not quite.
I'll go ahead.
7 penalties, 24 minutes for Oklahoma. 6 penalties.
Add the 10-minute
22 minutes. Yeah,
and that's
6
all
penalties, 22 minutes.
That's adding the 10-minute misconduct.
That's adding the 10-minute misconduct. 6 penalties, 22 minutes. As Oklahoma tries to close out this game on the power play. They lead at 5-2. Bratton sitting helplessly in the sin bin. And the Ice Bears can't control. It comes back out. Top of the slot. Working left side. The one-timer. And Giamana couldn't get it in. And it comes back the other direction. Under a buck to play here in the third period. One-timer by Giamana again. And it's rebound tipped in.
It's a power play goal.
Yeah, it is a power play goal, and I'm not quite sure if that was straight in off the stick of Giamana.
I think you got it right the first time. I believe it was tipped in.
Yeah, but I'm not quite sure who it was that tipped it in. There was a mess of players there. But it puts it out of reach, 6-2 with 50 seconds to play. And a Thursday night game with people needing to work tomorrow is going to empty out in a hurry tonight, I believe.
Oklahoma goal scored by number 54, John Shepard, assisted by 22, Jackson Giamona, number 11, Cameron Brown. For the Sooners, Shepard from Giamona and Brown. Time of the goal, 19:09.
As we work under half a minute left to go in regulation, Oklahoma will get their revenge tonight for a loss in overtime to these Ice Bears on their home ice. Number 21, Oklahoma will defeat number 19, Missouri State University tonight. 10 seconds left to go as the shot comes in. Wraparound attempt. Won't get there. As trying to stuff it home that time was Hunter Saunders for the Ice Bears. And time will tick away. And this one is history.
Final score of the University of...
Is your final score, as Tim Greasy was about to announce for the crowd here at Mediacom Ice Park. 33-32 shots on goal in favor of the Oklahoma Sooners. Not much of an advantage there, but some real quiet play tonight through the midsection of this contest really spelled the end for the Ice Bears, I think, as head coach Peter Arvanitis got, I believe, the full 60 minutes he was wanting out of these Oklahoma Sooners tonight.
Yeah, at this point he definitely did, as they come away with a 6-2 win. And Missouri State, if not for the valiant effort, they really threw a good effort on. They had 15 shots in the, I take that back. No, they had 19 shots for a three-period total of 32, and then 8 shots were put on Shuck for a three-period total of 33. So the Ice Bears with some good shots in the period, but they unfortunately do not come away with the win. Right now, though, we have our Steak and Shake player of the game and Marshall Gievers. And Marshall, obviously a tough situation for the Ice Bears to lose this game here tonight. And, one of the things we saw was defensively having a little bit of trouble with Oklahoma, and really getting something going. This is a fast, quick team as Missouri State, and just seemed like it took forever to get things going.
That's really how it seemed. It was that we had about 2 or 3 minutes, 10 minutes where we shut down in the second period, and they got 3 goals off of it. And it was demoralizing, honestly. And if we change those 10 minutes, then we've got a completely different game. It's still 1-1, and we've got the momentum.
The Ice Bears had a good opportunity early on, and it didn't happen. And does that, well, obviously it changes the momentum, but how does it affect this team now this year?
I think it's similar to all the teams. I mean, whenever you have that kind of chance and you're working so hard the entire time to come up just a little short, because Bell, I'm guessing you're talking about Bell's breakaway.
Yeah.
Bell had the goalie beat twice, honestly, and I think he hit the side of the net because the defenseman got his stick on it. I mean, he did everything right, and just they barely stopped it. And it's another one of those, it's kind of takes the wind out of your sails.
And so often that is the game of hockey. You get a break here, you get a bounce there, and things can totally turn around. You come up with a pretty close shot total from both teams tonight. Mm-hmm. You guys were hustling through most of the third period and really put on some good rushes, and it just didn't seem like it was going to happen.
Yeah, it seems like whenever you're playing well, you get bounces, and whenever you're not, they don't go your way. And
what did you learn from this game that the Ice Bears will instill tomorrow? Now, granted, you're playing a different team, but, what did you learn from today's game?
I think it's the same. I feel like it's the same thing that we've been saying all year, is that as long as we can play 60 minutes, there's nobody who can sit with us. Every time that we were, it seems obvious, but any time that we were on, we were dominating play. The last 5 minutes of the game there, we had the puck in their zone the entire time. There were stretches where we were controlling the game and dominating. But if we can't do that the entire time, those breakdowns are going to kill us.
Well, unfortunately, a 6-2 loss, but 2 very heavy games coming up against the number 4 now ranked University of Central Oklahoma. And if anything, you've been with the team now for over 3 seasons to know that that's a team that you're going to need a lead, because they will kind of play with you until the third period.
And they'll run away with it if we let them. And that's what if we're not coming out strong the entire game, then they will run away with it. So we've got to bear down, play well defensively, make sure we're don't lose any pucks at the blue lines, either one, and getting the puck deep, everything that we're supposed to do, play the game simple.
Well, I've always believed that if you have a bad bounce on one night, it'll kind of even itself out on the next night. Maybe we'll get a couple of those back.
We sure hope so.
All right, Marshall Gievers, the Steak and Shake player of the game. I know you want to get in there with the team, and of course.
That's Geeves. He's a friend of mine. Geeves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, should I call you Coach Geeves?
Yeah.
All right.
That'll work.
All right, the Steak and Shake player of the game, and I wish it would be on better circumstances, but unfortunately it's not.
Yeah, well, thanks, guys.
All right, thanks so much. As the Ice Bears lose this game by a score of 6-2. Back in the first period, Jeff O'Day at 3:56. Then the Ice Bears, Gievers gets his first of the season, ties it up at 19:39. Then in the second period, 27 seconds in, Shepard with his third. Del Casal in the second period at 15:45 with his third. Krominga with his third at 18:31 of the second. Then Ray Wilson gets his first, that one coming at 19:30. The Ice Bears come back with a goal by Zane O'Brien. O'Brien on the power play, his 10th. Bratton with the assist, and Missouri State seems like they're getting close. That was also when they pulled the goaltender, too. And then it's Shepard getting the last goal. Shepard's fourth of the season. Giamona and Brown with the assist, and that's where it ends up here at Mediacom Ice Park and the Stan Melton Ice Arena. Don't forget our next broadcast for you. Well, it's not going to be against St. Louis. It'll be against University of Central Oklahoma, and that will be tomorrow. We'll have it for you right here on Web Sports Radio. And for KBFL, we'll have the Saturday game for you there, too, so we hope that you'll tune in for that. But, Dan, last thoughts as the Missouri State Ice Bears, unfortunately, are not able to capitalize in this game here tonight.
Well, and that's not to say they're not a bad team. That's not even to say that they're that Oklahoma was that dominating tonight. It was just one of those games. You know, you had such great opportunities in the beginning. They couldn't capitalize. They had great opportunities toward the end. They couldn't get it to bounce the right way. And that's the way it goes sometimes. But I do think they did not play their full 60 minutes. They have to do that against Central Oklahoma tomorrow and the night following that. They have got to get out there and just give it all they've got every minute they're on the ice.
Ice Bears suffer their 8th loss of the season. I'm Steve Caston for Dan Lee, also for Jeff Boggs back at the KBFL studios along with Alex Somm. Thanks for tuning in as the Ice Bears lose 6-2. We will see you tomorrow with a new time and a new opponent.
You've been listening to Missouri State Ice Bears Hockey with your hosts, Steve Casson and Dan Lee. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's game. Ice Bears Hockey is a presentation of DS Sports Enterprises and WebSportsRadio.com.